Alright everybody, let's continue from here on. Just a sec, let me just make myself comfortable here, and now we can just simply go ahead. So everything's fixed, and right now I'm gonna be just working on the same project, and let's see how many things we can actually accomplish here. And as for the live status, full information तो लिखना था bro. It's just the learning project, so it's not even that much needed. Just a learning thing. So let me. I'm not quite working on a project, so that's right. It's just the learning stuff. That's it. So I really appreciate that you commented. But I mean, in this, of course, in future, if I'm working on some projects and all, specifically if they are being made for making, I mean, them available publicly and all, at that time, I will be just adding the description and all. Right now, this is just learning public, so not really worried about it much. Okay, then let's continue, and let me just turn off one more thing. This much, and let's. So I was somewhere here. So what I actually did, as the user actually granted the permission, then the permission is gonna be coming here. Not the permission, rather the user will come here, and if the permission is granted, user will be added, and if the permission is not granted, else the user is actually gonna be denied. So in that case, I can say this AI doesn't really work well. It is just simply saying socket disconnect. That should not be actually happening. Rather, I will be just emitting another thing. So socket dot I will be emitting a message, right? So socket dot to, that's gonna be first of all, let me get the user information. So I got the new participant I will be getting, as I got the new participant. So the new participant data is actually gonna be added here. Once that is done, then new participant dot connection ID, of course. So new participant dot connection ID, I will be emitting this particular message. So what is being emitted? A deny join permission, and that's okay. So this is the event that's gonna be triggered, and in here, after that, I'm gonna be just simply sending the information. So information in the sense, whatever the new participants I had, I'm gonna be just simply sending that. So it's gonna be pretty much simple. So new participants is actually gonna be getting deny permission. It will be getting its own data back there, and once it actually gets the data back there, I will just simply deny. So I can come back here again, and maybe somewhere here socket dot, not to actually, I actually have to listen to that particular event, and for doing that, I'm gonna be listening here. So socket dot on, and I will be listening for join permission. Of course, I will be getting the data, and once I actually got the data, then I will just simply disconnect the user, as simple as that. So let me close this. So socket dot disconnect, just like this, and as the user got disconnected, just below that, what was I setting? Dispatch is authenticated false. Not really, authentication does not need to be false over here. Just the user is going to be disconnected, and I can say one more thing, that socket should be removed from the state. That simply means dispatch set state, and once I'm actually setting state, at that time deny. Once it actually got denied, open model is actually gonna be false, just like this. So what am I actually doing? First of all, user will send a request, then I can actually allow it, or I can deny it. If I allowed it, suppose, or deny it, then the request will go to the backend, and it will check whether it is actually allowed or not. if it is actually denied, in that case I will be just simply even closing the model, right? So this is how it's gonna be going on. And if I actually denied the user, so model is actually gonna be closed. That's great. And apart from this particular thing, I will be redirecting the user. So how can I redirect the user to the, this is the client side. So in that case, of course I will not be able to get a router here directly, because that is again a hook. So I can just send the router here too. So, and this is the backend part from the page.tsx. I have router here, I don't have. So let's simply get the router as well. So const router, and that's gonna be used router from next navigation. I will be getting that here. And this suggestion is not working well quite now. Okay, right now it is off actually. So use router, I will be getting my router, and once I got my router, I'm gonna be just simply sending router from here as well. So this router is actually gonna be going to be passed here. Just a second. Give me a moment. Alrighty, so here I am. Not here, actually here. So I'm passing the router from here, and I will be getting the router here as well. So let's simply get the router too. Router just like this, and once I got the router, so using the router I will be just simply forwarding the user. So router dot push, and the user will be pushed to the dashboard page, just like this. And user may be getting some kind of message and all, but okay, that's fine. So this much is done. And once the user is actually denied, I will be just simply alerting a message, and that message is going to be somewhat denied user. Can I alert a message here? Alert, I hope this is the front end side. And when I'm actually alerting here, so I can say your request got denied. Later I can make it even better, but let's see whether it even works this much or not. So as for the backend, I will be running npm rundev like this. Of course I'm gonna be getting lots of errors. Npm rundev, let's see whether it's not about whether I will get the error or not, it's about how many errors I'm gonna be getting, and there are gonna be many. So let's see what happens. Of course it will be compiling the stuff and all, and once the things are actually compiled, then I can just simply check out the result. Let's simply inspect it as well, and while inspecting it, I'm directly trying to go to the home page. That should be fine. So what is the issue? It's not able to do anything as such right now, and my front end is actually running on localhost. It is compiling right now. Let's see how long it's actually gonna be compiling this stuff, and once the compilation is done, then I can go ahead. Okay, compilation is done right now, and that simply means I can go to the login. Having said that, I think I'm already logged in here. So this thing is done. I can actually click on create a meeting, and once I actually click on create a meeting, then of course nothing happens. I don't really get any error. Socket connection got established. That's great. So it is actually coming from socket.ts. So this particular stuff, so socket.ts is inside what? Socket.ts. So whenever I'm getting the connection ready, so that must be inside config, not config. So it could be inside lib, and not even here. What kind of file is that? That is the socket.ts file, where I have all my events, and over here I'm logging the value of the socket. Okay, so socket.ts, this is gonna be kind of the part of the services. This should not even be services, socket events. This is kind of a helper function, but okay, call it services because kind of the same thing is actually happening here. And this is actually a helper function. So where should I actually keep it? I could have created, this particular part, checkouts path, it is not even being used right now. So let's let it be here. Later I will remove it. And as for this socket.ts, this is this a service or this is just simply a helper function? I think it is talking to the database. I mean, it is making a request to the signaling server too. So let it be here. And once this much is done, then that's it. As for this router, I'm just using it here, and there is no type as such of this router. So by default, it is actually gonna be router type from next router, not next router actually. The router type from, I only have one, so let's go with this. So this much is fine. And right now I'm back here, and let's see how many things are actually happening. So I don't think like connection is actually getting established right now. Even the connection did not get established. In that case, keeping everything aside, this particular connection, so whenever I'm asking to connect, at that time I'm just simply sending all this information, and once the information actually goes there, what am I doing inside this helper function? This is the helper function of the backend. So let's get rid of this. And as for this one, I'm just simply sending router from here, and that's kind of problematic because this router argument app router instance is not assignable to parameter of router. So router is just a sec. App router instance is not assignable to parameter of router. So app router instance is missing the foreign properties. Okay, so let's can I get this type as directly over there? Let's try to get it. So as for this type instance, I can just simply import it here. And as for this router, I'm not gonna be using this. That simply means right now it is not giving me at least the errors. And what have I done here? First of all, this okay, right now it is fine. Socket events, I got my router here. I'm just simply trying to get everything done. Let's see. I reload the page. So it is not quite getting connected for some reason. That's okay. So connection is not getting established. And in order to check this thing, what can I do? Ask to connect whenever I'm asking to connect. And or maybe I'm not logging that. I'll have to even check. So on the backend side, whenever the connection is actually ready, somewhere here, am I logging the value? Not really. So I can just log the value here. CLG socket connection got established, just like this. And apart from this particular thing, same I will have on the front end side. So whenever the connection is actually ready, so I can just have a log here. CLG socket connection got established, just like this. And let's see right now whether it's gonna be working or not. Most probably I did not have any log, so yeah, socket connection got established, so it is getting established. After that, I'm just simply emitting an event, so that event will get triggered on the server side, and I will get it here. So CLG ask to connect event, or I can even make it like this: event ask to connect, just like this. So ultimately event will be triggered, and once the event is actually triggered, then I'm checking whether the meeting actually exists or not. If it does exist, I will notify the host only, and if the meeting does not exist, I will become the host. So this is how it is gonna be going on. And yeah, let's see what goes. So I think I'll have to reload the page one more time. I hope at least this meeting is going well. Not even meeting, this live. So connection got established, and then on the front, just a sec, on the backend side I should be getting an event. So first of all, is there no connection got established? Let me get rid of this error. I'm getting it over and over, and that is because of what? Warning, security warning, SSL mode prefer, require and verify are created as for verify full. In the next major version page, these modes will adopt standard HTTP link semantic HTTP current security guarantees to prepare for this change. If you want current behavior, SSL mode verify full. If you want this compatibility, use link compare true and SSL mode required. So ultimately this is the section that I need to add, right? Control Shift C, and I can go to my environment variable, that is the database URL. SSL mode is here, just simply add and this, and at least it should be resolving this error. npm render. So this is good. So I'm getting an event, and that is asked to connect. So ultimately I am getting the event. Once I got this particular event triggered here on the backend side, and after that the participant is definitely added. And once the participant is actually added, because that's gonna be the new participant, so that's gonna be the user, I mean host. Once that is actually added, then I'm going to be informing me as well as others about the participant. That's it. So something is gonna be happening somewhere here. And one more thing, if I just simply reload the page right now, this should be fine, right? Because I just stopped the server, and because of that thing I was getting the error. And what is this resource? This was preloaded using a link preload but not used within a few seconds. Windows load, please make sure it has as a value it is preloaded intentionally. Okay, never mind, we'll be knowing more about it. Socket connection got established, and once the socket connection got established, after that on the front end side, so socket connection got established, great, and request to join, this request to join permission, if that is the second user, then I will be getting it, so I will be fixing it. Apart from this particular thing, inform others about new participants. Over here others are going to be informed. And one more thing, let me going on like this. So inform others about the new participants. So what will I be doing? First of all, when actually informing others about new participant, this is the kind of from the data what will I be getting. Inform others about new participants. Over here this data actually contains the information about others. That simply means from my backend side, what am I sending? Inform others about new participants. I'm sending the information of the new participant to those participants. That's simple. Okay, so I got the new participants here. So data is actually the new participants. So const, or I can say meeting participants, just like this. This is the type of the data. And after that, what am I supposed to be doing? Others are already informed, and when those people are already informed, they will be kind of creating a peer connection for this. So what can I do over here? Once I have the data of the other user, I have to create the peer connection. So create a peer connection for the user, or for the new user on your side. And apart from this particular thing, that's it, nothing else. And it needs to be done every time. So as soon as I got the user information, of course I will be making the changes in the UI, and the user needs to be saved. So first of all, I need to have a method called, or function called set connection. This is set connection. So first of all, I have to even create that, and for this thing I need to have some helper functions and redux hook features. okay, this simply returns me the socket. I did have some helper functions if I'm not wrong. Services, just simply checking that, fine. Socket.ts. Oh, where is the another function that I had? Providers, non-modules, leave the hooks. Okay, and constants, config, so I don't really have that. Let's do one thing, let's create some helper functions on the front end side as well. So I'm gonna be having some helpers here, and inside that particular helper, one helper is gonna be related to the meeting. So meeting dot helper.ts. I'm gonna be going with this like this, and later I will figure it out. So once this is the function, so export const set connection, and let's make it async. Many things are gonna be happening inside this one. But even before that, when it comes to using this, I will have to send many things to this one. This is just a function. So what is this now? It is actually giving me suggestions that you should be doing this. So what it is asking me to do? Set connection, async name string, dispatch, use selector, reject it all. And why is it able to just simply give me suggestions? Sorry for that, just suffering from sneeze a little bit, configuring line suggestions. And can I just simply turn it off? Enable. So this is already disabled, so why was it able to just, is it because of this Gemini? Gemini code assist auto complete is off. Okay, that's fine. So what am I supposed to do over here? When I'm actually setting the connection, so I can come back here inside the services, and I can use just set connection just like this. And when setting the connection, I need to pass what? A peer connection needs to be ready for that particular user. That simply means from the data, I will be getting the data.connection ID. So data.connection ID I am gonna be getting. Using that connection ID, the connection is going to be ready. A peer connection is gonna be ready. And set connection, if I and how will I even get the connection ready? That's gonna be just a peer connection, and peer connection needs to be inside. So I will be sending one more thing, that is dispatch, and I already have dispatch here. So dispatch itself is going to be passed from here. So dispatch, I'm gonna be passing that, and as I'm passing this dispatch, I will be able to make changes, and this should be fine. So let's come back here again, set connection. I'm gonna be getting connection ID, so connection ID, and I will be getting dispatch here, just like this. As for the types of these, it will have the type of string, so connection ID is actually gonna be just a string. As for this dispatch, it will be app dispatch, just like this. Once it got these types, I will be doing what? I will actually create a connection over here, that means peer connection, and for creating a peer connection, I will be saving it somewhere too. So it's gonna be somewhat like that. Okay, so let's do one thing. When it comes to this particular peer connection, so I'm gonna be going inside my meeting slice, and apart from these things, I'm gonna be having few more things. First of all, peer connections. Peer connections, just like this. This is actually gonna be an array, and over here I can just simply say peer connections. As for the type of this, this is gonna be an array, but before even that, array of what kind? So it will contain some information, right? In that case, I can say interface peer connection. Should it be an array, or let's make it an object that will be containing the information about the user? Okay, let's go with the object here, just like this. And as this is the object, so peer connection, type of the peer connection I need to why am I getting these suggestions, and who is actually suggesting me? Forget about the prettier. Sign out. Okay, right now it's signed out, so I hope I will not be getting. Reject. So I was here, so it's peer connection. This is gonna be the type of one peer connection. In that peer connection will be containing the key, so that's gonna be key type of string, and that's gonna be pool value, and value is gonna be actually the peer connection, and the type of peer connection is gonna be what. Let's keep it any for now, because we don't really know what is gonna be the type of peer connection, but this is how it's gonna be going on. And as for the peer connections, there are gonna be many peer connections, that is for sure. And when there are many peer connections, in that case, as for the type, it will be type of peer connection. Isn't this right? This has the type of peer connections, of course. Let's make it yes here. So peer connections has this type, and this type mainly says that there's gonna be a key and there's gonna be a value, as simple as that. So this should not be problematic right now. And when it got that, after that, what will I be doing inside this? When I'm actually setting the connection, so I'm sending a connection ID and dispatch. So this set connection actually goes via meeting helpers. So where did I actually create the helper? Just a minute. This was the socket helper. Okay. And on the front end side I have the helper too. So let's delete it. And this connection is actually sending this much. So I'm gonna be getting the connection ID here, and I'm gonna be getting what is the next thing? Dispatch. But I just had them somewhere while setting the connection. So it was actually done inside meeting slice. So let's even check this. I got my peer connection. As I got my peer connection, after that I can just simply set the value in here. It's getting more complex. Like using a HTML, CSS, and JS, it was quite okay. But in here, I don't know how it's gonna be done. String dispatch is actually gonna be app dispatch, just like this. And right now, when actually setting the connections, what can I actually do? Of course, I can use dispatch, and I can just simply create a connection first of all. So const peer connection, something like this, and that's gonna be equals to what? New RTC peer connection, just like this. So set connection is mainly responsible for creating the peer connections for all. Okay. So in here I can do one more thing. I can have another, or let's go with this. So set RTCP peer connection. Of course I need to have some configuration. So const peer connection configuration. So to do is gonna be here. Add configuration data. Once the peer connection is actually ready, after that what do I have to do? I have to add the peer connection too. So dispatch and the user that I have. That simply means set state will be coming from meeting slice, and over here I have to set the peer connection. And that simply means I have to change the meetings peer connection object. So peer connections object that I have to change this particular thing. So inside set state I have this peer connections. I'm going to be changing the value of the peer connections only. And for changing the value of the peer connections, what will I be doing? Okay. in here I got the new peer connection and I got the connection ID too. So it will actually be equals to this is insane. So it needs to have the previous values as well as, or I can just simply add it here. Can I directly add the values inside the peer connection in this case? Honestly, I need to go through a tutorial where it's actually been explained how you can just get the things directly done using React.js and all. So when it comes to this peer connection, so it contains all the peer connections right now, and now I'm gonna be adding one more. So how can I even do that? I'm gonna be turning on the AI. I hope it will be able to just give me some idea here. So what am I actually doing? Dispatch set state. Let's see what it actually gave me. So I'm actually setting the state peer connections, and that peer connection will get the connection ID and the peer connection itself in making it like this. So setting the state peer connections will get only this much. This is not gonna be right. So this is the whole value of peer connections that's gonna be going on. In that case, I need to get the previous peer connections and I need to add a new one. This is gonna be insane. So while setting the state, is it possible to get the previous values? Hopefully. So while setting the state, can I get my state? And once I got the state, thankfully I have the power of this AI. So what am I doing? While setting the state, I will be getting the previous state and set state. Okay, as I got the previous state, so I'm gonna be returning everything that's previous state, and then previous state's peer connections, and then connection ID. So this should definitely work if I'm not wrong. As for this state, what is the type of this state? Let's keep it any, or I can say it could be root state, not root state actually. Let's keep it any for now. So this is how it's actually happening. So dispatch set state, I'm gonna be setting the state. I hopefully it returns me the previous state. Once it actually returns me the previous state, I'm just simply restructuring that, and then I'm setting, but this destructuring thing directly happens there as well. So let's not worry about this destructuring thing. Mainly I'm worried about this part. So peer connections, and this peer connection is actually gonna be destructuring all the previous peer connection and adding this. I hope this is right. Okay. So over here I have dispatched that on ice candidate. These are gonna be just simply the events. Let's not worry about them for now. So this much is done. That simply means now I should be able to get the RTCP peer connection there. And once I actually got that, the state should be changing. So let's even see whether it actually works or not as expected. Configuration can be added later. But as for this thing, and apart from this particular thing, the set connection got established here. So ultimately connection got established, the user got saved. Same will be happening here. So when others are actually being informed, so the data that I'm actually getting for each meeting participant, gonna be using my way as well instead of taking the help of AI. So let's get rid of this. So the data that I actually got, that contains the information about other users, that is right. And the data that I'm actually getting, what am I sending in the data? I can come back here again when I'm actually informing others. So whenever I'm actually adding the user, at that time I'm informing informing new participant about the other users. right? And at that time I'm sending this much. So the data I'm getting, the data that I'm actually getting, that has the new participants is directly sent there. So let's keep it inside this, and other participants are just sent like this. That's okay. So I can go to my socket services, and over here when I actually got the data, inform others about the new participant. So this should not be equals to the new participant, rather let's keep the data like this, and const new participant, that's actually gonna be data dot new participant, because I'm sending it like this. Once I got the new participant, in that case new participant connection ID and then dispatch. So this is how things are gonna be going on. And the same here, const what all other participants, and I will be getting users or participants count, just like this. And once I got that, all these things are gonna be coming from the data side. So I have my data here, and right now I have to loop through other participants. So other participants dot for each, just a minute. Okay, can't really do it from my mobile, so let me directly go to my WhatsApp, and I will have to just simply stop sharing the screen for a while. So let me do that. Not this much, this one. It turns out just having the knowledge of WebRTC is not enough. You have to just know how to just manage the states and all the right way. But just a minute, अलग हो गई है ये सभी का नाम बस ऐड है. Alrighty, just wanted to send some messages on WhatsApp. Right now let's continue, and hopefully I will be able to do that. So here we are, and coming back to this, so other participants. So when I'm actually here for other participants, I will be getting the ID. So I will be getting the people from here, and once I got them, after that once I got the other participants, the information of the other participants, at that time I have to set connection, and when I'm actually setting the connection, so the person dot connection ID, and what else, dispatch I have to send from here. So as for this dispatch, this is globally available if I'm not wrong. I'm gonna be back here, and why am I getting this even? Dispatch misspelled. Dispatch. What is the problem with this? Implicitly has any type. Okay. So I got the other participants for each. As for this one, it doesn't have any type here. So for giving it the type, I can directly give it the type, or I can give the type to this particular data. So when it comes to this particular data, so it has two things here. It has the other participants other, I think it can be given like that. So it has the other participants, and other participants is an actually array of meeting participants. That's gonna be like this. And apart from this particular stuff, meeting participant, no, not really. It will just have the type meeting participant, and participants count, that's actually gonna be a number, just like this. So the data that I'm actually getting, this types will even make no worse. So the data that I'm actually getting that has the other participants, and that is the type of the meeting participant, the information it contains, and then I have a participants count, that's of course equals to number. In that case, that is the array of meeting participants. Now it is fine. So other participants, for each set connection, I'm just simply setting the connection for that particular user as well. As for this participants count, it will just simply change the UI and all, and I can maintain this data as well. So I have the other participants here. What else? I'm setting the connection, that's also fine. And let's go on like this. As for this participants count, I will be setting the state. So set dispatch, set state, just like this. And I will be setting the participants count, though I don't have that yet, and this is actually going to be close to this. But inside set state, I will actually have to create participants count. So I have peer connections, so I'm going to be creating the participants count, just like this. And it's going to be 1 by default, and it can actually be a number. So participants count is actually going to be a number. So this is how it's going to be going on. I should be able to just OTP, he's asking for OTP. Okay, I actually have to make a call right now, just a minute.